right, during this pandemic, there has been so much screen time for children, right? Of course, it's by necessity. There are those virtual classes, group play, even time spent with extended family, all happening in front of a screen. But there are growing concerns, of course, about just the number of hours that children are spending there. So now the weather is getting nicer. More people are getting vaccinated. So how do you start this whole change away from the screen and maybe outside to play without a fight or a power struggle? Our parenting expert, Cynthia Kriegman from Positive Parenting Boston, is here with us this morning. Good morning to you, Cynthia.
Hi, Susan. Good morning.
Let's talk about this because I cannot imagine that this is going to be an easy task. So let's get started. Where do we start?
Well, first of all, conflict around screen use has always been a common issue in the parenting workshops that I teach, but this year it is worse. In fact, a recent study out of Boston Children's Hospital found that nearly half of parents are saying that the arguments around media use with their children have increased. And the challenging thing, as you said, is just that the reason our kids are on screens more is because those in-person activities like school and aftercare and sports are just so much less available. So kids have gotten used to more screen time.
All right, so they're used to it. So then how do you actually kind of draw them back and get them to imagine being in front of the screen less often?
Well, the first step is to empathize with our children's point of view. That will make it easier for them to think about and hear our adult concerns if we first take into consideration their concerns. So you might say something like, I've noticed that sometimes it can be a little hard for you to think of something to do that's not on a screen. What's that like for you? And then after they share, you reflect back to them what you heard them say so that you really make sure you understand what's important to them about their screen use.
All right, and you talked a little bit about that adult perspective. What does that mean? And I mean, getting a child to understand an adult's perspective seems just something unimaginable here.
Take the time in advance to think about and even write down exactly why you as the adult want there to be a change in screen time so that you can express it in 1 or 2 sentences because that'll make it easier for them to hear you. For example, the thing is, our brain and body can learn some things from watching videos and playing games on screens, but there's some things and lots of things that kids can only learn from playing with toys and art or being outdoors.
All right, and so you're having this conversation with the kids. You're trying to make it clear your perspective, understand theirs, but how do you actually kind of get them to change the behavior and give up a little screen time here?
Invite them to brainstorm together with you. Let's make a list of all the ideas we can think of to make sure that you get to play Minecraft and watch horse videos and aren't surprised when it's time to stop being on a screen. But I also know that each day you'll have some time where you're playing with toys or art or doing something outdoors. And your list might sound something like this. Go to the playground, then watch horse videos. Draw in a coloring book, play with action figures, dye Easter eggs, walk around the block, plan a weekly play date with a neighbor. Set a timer for 1 hour before you start playing Minecraft. Now, your kid might say, set a timer for 2 hours before starting Minecraft. That is okay. The important thing is to write down all of their ideas, even the ones you're not crazy about at first. It's much easier to negotiate the details once you already have a lot of possibilities. Now, once you have a good list, you can read through each one with your child and check off those ones that you're both okay with. Set that as your plan, and then think that you're going to check in. Tell your child, we'll check in together in a week and see how it's going.
Oh, I love that. Okay, so you can give them a whole list that they can create. You have your own ideas, and then you come to a mutual understanding and a plan. That is fantastic. Thank you so much. Cynthia Kriegman from Positive Parenting. You can find her on Twitter at @tools4parenting. Thank you so much.